Hi, this is for men and women so that we can spot any red flags when we're in that 60 plus dating environment. And I'm sure if you haven't, you've probably chat GPT did and Googled, what are those red flags? And I think there's the obvious red flags. There's somebody that love bombs, that tells you their whole life story and starts future forwarding. I mean, it makes me laugh thinking of some of the things, that I've heard on a second date before. And I think those are the really obvious things, that there's just way too much vulnerability and information too soon, I guess is what I'd say. But, I was thinking about, the other reel that I did the other day and, loving oneself. And I'm going to come back to that because my experience of being able to spot red flags, I obviously couldn't in my 40s because I got married in my 40s. So obviously I didn't get it. I'm going to come back to loving yourself and being authentic and what's important to you. And I have come to see what's important for me is just honest communication, really transparent and consistency. Boy, those are just so key for me. But it took me dating a bunch of narcissists. Again, I was attracting it. I'm not blaming out there. This is where I was at. I was not into wanting to have an emotionally intimate relationship with a man. So I wanted to have attachments and I wanted to have third parties and it was easy and blah, 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 blah. And now that I'm in my 60s and I'm kind of growing up, as I said the other day, I'm a late bloomer, sorry. What's important to me is transparency and consistency and communication. But to see those red flags, I actually first had to learn how to love myself, which, as crazy as it sounds, is actually really important to me now. And I'm really untangled me wanting to be codependent and fixing people and being overly leaning over the 50-yard line. And third parties and energetics of other people when I'm getting to know someone is just a turnoff. And I think for me, the key to red flags is when your gut or whatever that is for you pings you. For me, it's my gut. It's like something just feels off. To ask questions about it, to be curious about it, and to ask questions without any expectation of what the answer is, because the answer is the truth, and then you can make a decision. And if it makes all the sense in the world to me now, and I didn't even know what it was when I was in my 40s. So think about how you deal with red flags and your own integrity.